All right. Well, I really like that song. It's very, very helpful for remembering the job that E does. E has a very important job at the end of words. Uh-oh. Hold on. Now I have to make it stop playing other things.
Miss, my mom is wearing makeup, and she's wearing makeup. She's wearing Halloween makeup, though. It's a match with Halloween, and there's 10 days of Halloween.
Okay. I bet your mom looks very, very nice. Okay. So second graders, please do not forget to do your MAPS assessments today. That needs to happen. What, Troy?
So what are we gonna do on this meeting?
Why don't you just let me do it and then you'll know. All right. Jimmy, I'm glad you're here. Can you turn your camera on for us, bud? Today, we are going to be reading one of my very favorite Halloween books. And it's one of my very favorite because it's just so silly. It's just so silly. And I like to, hi, Rudy. I like to read this book, and then when we're in the classroom, we usually do a couple of activities with it. So I'm going to have you at least do one of those activities today, so that you we can kind of do stuff, some of the fun things that we would do in the classroom. So this story is called Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet. I know. And second graders, you may have remembered reading this last year, and then we made our own spell of all spells, and that's a really fun thing to do. It's by the author Lisa Desimini. Trick or treat, smell my feet. What, Jimmy?
Miss, I know a rhyme about that from we used to do. Trick or treat, smell my feet. If you don't, I don't care. I'll pull down your underwear.
Oh, well, that does not sound like a very polite rhyme. I just used to do trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat.
Yeah, I never did that.
Okay.
If you don't, I don't care.
All right, we are moving on. And I love this because, do you know, this book was actually written by a teacher, and she had her students draw stinky sock pictures, and she put it on the inside covers of the books. I thought that was pretty fun. So each kid has their stinky sock on there. So Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet by Lisa Desimini. Delia and Ophelia were witch twins who loved to scare all the children in the neighborhood. That's the nature of witches. On sunny days, the twins went for a walk with their fire-powered umbrellas. On stormy nights, they made all the lights go out except theirs. Today was Halloween, the witch's favorite day of the year, and they were planning the spell of all spells. The main ingredient for their potion was smelly socks. The twins had been stealing them right out of their neighbors' laundry baskets for the last 2 weeks. Ooh, yuck. Here, kitty kitty, called Delia. Where are you? Rufus, who had been turned white as snow by a spell gone wrong, was hiding under the bed. You see Rufus hiding? Are you ready, Delia? Said Ophelia, as the cauldron bubbled. laughed Delia as she threw a few stinky socks into the pot. When the potion takes effect, it will be impossible for the children to say trick or treat, cackled Ophelia. The only thing they'll be able to say is smell my feet. And do you know what that means? No one will give them any candy, Delia snickered. The witch twins laughed and slapped their knees. They pulled up 2 chairs in front of the window and waited for the fun to begin. Look, across the street, Delia pointed a crooked finger. The kids are in their costumes, ready to get some candy. It's time, Ophelia said, grabbing a grubby handful of smelly socks. She threw them into the cauldron and stirred. Now the smoke coming out of the chimney had a slight greenish tint, and it was spreading across town. There's Susie, Ophelia cackled. She's dressed like a fairy princess. But when Susie opened her mouth, smell my feet is what came out. Screamed the twins as the door slammed in Susie's face. No candy for Susie. Doors were slammed on superheroes, pirates, kitty cats, and ghosts. Troy, I need you to put that down. The sisters were having the time of their lives. Delia leaned back in her chair and added another handful of smelly socks to the pot. But she was so busy laughing that she didn't notice a clean baby's booty was mixed in with the stinky socks. Suddenly, the nasty green smoke turned bright pink and was filling the house. I'm making a prediction right now in my mind as to what that's going to do, how that little clean pink sock is going to change the mixture or the spell. What's it going to do? I'm making my prediction, and then I'm going to check to see if my prediction was right. So I want you guys to think about your prediction. What is that going to do? Oh, bats! Screamed Ophelia. What's gone wrong? Delia scooped out the baby booty, but it was too late. More and more pretty pink smoke filled the house. Quick! Dump the rest of the smelly socks into the pot, Ophelia yelled, but her voice was getting softer and softer. What's happening to my voice? She cooed. Delia tried to talk, but all that came out was goo goo gaga goo. When the pink smoke finally cleared, the twins had been turned into chubby little toddlers, and they were very cute. Meow, cried Rufus, who was now a little kitten. Outside, the foul green smoke had faded, and no more doors were slammed. In fact, the children were extra polite, so they got extra candy. The biggest crowd was next door to the witch's house. An old woman was giving out fresh baked chocolate chip cookies to the trick-or-treaters. Yummy. The next morning, the old woman heard strange noises next door and went over to see what was going on. Oh, how cute, the two of you are, she said to the tiny witch twins, even though they were scowling. The woman brought them home with her and put them in snuggly pink pajamas. But as soon as their black dresses were off, those girls started bawling and nothing could get them to stop. So the sweet old woman sewed a little black blanket for each of the gloomy girls. And when they weren't looking, she tied pink bows around their pointy black hats. Rufus loved his new home. Now the neighborhood kids come over every day after school. They eat cookies and milk and try to get little Delia and Ophelia to smile. Who knows? Maybe they'll grow up a little nicer this time. All right, so that is one of my favorite Halloween books just because it's so dang silly. It's so dang silly. I love that. And they had their Spell of All Spells, which is probably my favorite part of the book. What do you guys think? Have anything to share? Oh, Jay's giving me a thumbs up. She says she likes it. Rudy. Oh, Max, Amy, Miranda, Sophia. I see lots of thumbs up. Owen just says it's so. Okay, thanks, Owen. What, Jimmy? What would you like to share?
I have doubles.
Double thumbs up. All right. All right. So you guys get to do a fun assignment today.
Me too. That's the same, Jimmy.
Okay. All right, Max. You guys get to do a fun assignment in that second graders, you still need to do your MAPS testing today. Okay. So please don't forget that. And if you've not gone on and done your Wonders assessment, please do that as well. Okay. But you also get to draw a stinky sock, and you get to email that to me, and I'll put it up on Class Dojo for everybody to see, or you can send it to me on Class Dojo as well. Okay? So you get to draw your own stinky sock, just like the kids here did. Those little stinky socks that they did, and they got put into the book. What, Owen?
Do we start drawing them or tomorrow?
Now would be great. Sometime today, you should do it. So if you've got time now, I would do it now. Okay?
Okay.
Got it good?
Okay.
How long is the test?
It really depends, Amy. I think it runs like the MAPS testing. Give yourself at least an hour to do it, okay? That way, at least an hour. That way you have time, like you can take your time. Okay?
That sounds good.
Yep, and if you guys end up doing it a little bit later today, just please let me know so that I can get on there and click to confirm you and let you into the test. But so second graders, you need to get on there and do that. I sent your grown-ups stuff on Class Dojo of how to do that. I also put it on Google Classroom. So your grown-ups should have access to all of that as to how to get you into that test. Okay?
Okay, okie dokie.
Troy?
Kyle.
I'm gonna make like a Halloween book after I'm done with art and science. And it's gonna be called Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Whoa, that is cool.
All right, that would be very cool. I'd love to read that book. Okay, so everybody, so second graders, get on that MAPS assessment, please. Get your grown-ups to help you. The information's on Google Classroom, and it's also on Class Dojo, okay? So get your grown-up to help you get on that MAPS assessment. So you can start taking care of it, and you don't have to worry about it anymore, okay?
Bye.
Rudy, do you have a question?
Come here.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Rudy, do you have a question?
Bye. Bye. Bye, Valerie. Bye. Bye.
Okay.
Like
Hold on, Rudy. Try again. And people are shouting.
Angel exited out of Class Dojo.
That's okay. You should be able to bring it back up. If you just type on Class Dojo, it should remember you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Because like when my son on his computer, we just like bring up Class Dojo again, and you can even bookmark it by clicking the little star on the up in the web browser thing, and you can bookmark that, and it should remember you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Bye.